And I think one of the things that we especially want to point out tonight is that our town, Arlington, is going to have an opportunity to discuss becoming a sanctuary city.
Hundreds of Arlingtonians gathered at a candlelight vigil to voice their support for undocumented immigrants. Originally proposed by the Arlington Human Rights Commission, the Board of Selectmen voted on January 23rd to co-sponsor a warrant article in favor of assuming Sanctuary Town or Trust Act community status. So what is the difference between the two? Both are potential results of the non-binding resolution being discussed, but sanctuary status language is a bit more ambiguous. It merely calls on the town to provide a safe haven for undocumented immigrants. Trust Act community language, on the other hand, is a bit more exacting. It calls on the town to specifically spend no resources gathering information on an individual's immigration or documentation status. Importantly, neither of these two paths calls on the town to spend any resources on housing or other financial services for undocumented immigrants.
My parents are refugees from Nazi Germany. They came in 1938, and not enough people spoke out about what was wrong, and I think that's just essential that the town do that for whatever is happening. If you don't speak out, it looks like you agree.
But what exactly would this resolution mean for the town? In terms of policing policy, perhaps not all that much.
The policies, the mission, and the practices of the Arlington Police Department amount to a sanctuary city. So you can rest comfortably that that's the way we're conducting our duties. Whether you all choose or the community chooses to take the symbolic move of adding the label to our community, we don't really have an opinion on that. What's most important to us is that our fair and impartial approach to policing is alive and well, and we're committed to that mission and that philosophical approach to policing. And no federal agency or federal policy or president will change our philosophical approach to policing in Arlington.
But could there be other consequences for Arlington? From the campaign trail to the White House, President Trump has threatened to withhold federal funding from any town that adopts sanctuary status.
We will end the sanctuary cities that have resulted in so many needless deaths. Cities that refuse to cooperate with federal authorities will not receive taxpayer dollars.
The town manager's office points out that the majority of legal opinions on this matter asserts that only funding related to immigration or Department of Homeland Security programs could be affected. And as of right now, Arlington receives zero federal funding for DHS programs related to immigration enforcement. While legal precedent seems staunchly on the side of sanctuary cities, there remains a risk that the present administration could test this principle. For Arlington Public News, I'm Zach Merchant.